Hello, welcome back. Right, in the interest of keeping things old school, I thought I would do a birthday haul. It's been a long time since I filmed something like this. I don't tend to exchange gifts with a lot of different people, so there's not usually that much to show you, and sometimes it's just not that interesting, but I thought it might be fun, and it might be kind of a little bit of a throwback to share some of the gifts that I got for my birthday this year. First things first, I need to acknowledge my hair. This is hangover hair. I spent my entire 35th birthday recovering from a 4-hour Zoom call. I don't know how I got so drunk in 4 hours. I clearly have lockdown tolerance now. I do a weekly cocktail swap with our neighbours, and I think that's like lulled me into a false sense of security, thinking that I can handle alcohol. I cannot. And I was very, very ill yesterday. I actually woke up today thinking, this might be a 2-day hangover. Thankfully, I'm feeling okay. And Lucozade is replenishing everything that I lost yesterday. But yeah, this was very much like put your head under a shower and snap out of it. Didn't work, but it did give me this beautiful Raggedy Ann look. So I'm going to kick off with what Lee bought me. One of the things I really, really wanted when it first was released, but it was so expensive. And then last year they released a smaller version that was more affordable. It's basically Apple's answer to the Alexa. It's called the HomePod. The original HomePod's bigger. This is the mini HomePod. And I have to say, when I first opened it, it was almost impossible to set up. It didn't like my phone. It was saying my Wi-Fi wasn't the right kind of Wi-Fi. Ella could do it, Lee could do it. Eventually I did it on my iPad. And so it's kind of connected to my iPad instead of my phone. So that's annoying, and I don't know the way around it. I troubleshot it, you know what I'm saying, as much as I can. And I will just put that out there. That's disappointing to say that it's an Apple product, and Apple products aren't particularly cheap. It wasn't very intuitive. It was the hardest setup I've ever had. But now it's set up, I'm really, really happy with it. This morning, while I was making coffee, I asked it to play my 70s playlist. I was bopping along making my coffee, and it's amazing. I use Alexa. I use Siri all the time. I use it in my car. I use it to set timers, tons of things. And to have one in the kitchen was like, once the house is just ours, which it is now, I want to play more music. Didn't used to play music because I felt like it was quite obnoxious to play music out loud when you're living with other people. Now I'm playing music. I can have, like, obviously the run of the kitchen diner, and so I can have this playing all in here while I'm cooking. I think you can hook it up to the TV. I'm just really, really happy with it. It was one of the things that I was like, this is really all I want. He also got me, it's charging upstairs, I forgot to bring it down. It's like a taser, I swear. If you've never seen one of these before, an electric candle lighter. I'll show you it in a video because you can't quite imagine until you've seen it in action. But Lee was playing with it yesterday, and so it ran down really, really quickly. You basically press a button and it has like a little electric current, and it's really, really hot. So when you put it on the candle wick, it just lights. It's incredible. And then you can charge it up and you never have to buy a lighter ever again. And some chocolate. This is my chocolate of choice right now. Always keep it in the fridge, always. It was my favourite when I was a kid, and I've rediscovered it recently. And he got me these Westlab Mindful bath salts. He bought them because it says they've got CBD in them. I've never tried these before, I don't think, but I will let you know. Right, let's move on to my parents' gifts. My mum chooses practical things. Just as a baseline, for my 21st birthday, she bought me 3 different types of blender. A little baby one, a hand blender, and a massive blender that I think I used once and was like, I am not cleaning this ever again. So always the practical gifts, and especially because they just moved out and she knows what I'm now missing, she replenished a couple of those things for me. So steak knives, we didn't have and have been on our list of, we need to get some steak knives. I opened my birthday present and was like, of course, steak knives, super useful. She actually got me an apron, which is quite cute, obviously just to fall in with the kitchen theme. This was something that I told her that I wanted, but was still a surprise. It's a jug pan. So basically what I would use this for is sauces, or if I was going to make like a small amount of something, it's perfect. Absolutely awesome. If I'm going to make a sauce for something, this is what I would use rather than a proper saucepan. And I used hers all the time when I was making like an Alfredo sauce. It's a large enough area to still do like oil, and you can still put onions and stuff like that in there. It's not like an actual tiny little jug, but you don't feel like you're wasting all of it on the sides of the pan. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes when you make a sauce in a large pan, I just feel like I'm not really ever going to get all of it because it's just all in the pan. It's stuck around the pan at the end of it. I feel like I'm losing you. But I really wanted one of these, and it's one of those things I would never have even known was useful until I lived with my mum as an adult and was like, this is a useful thing that you've got. So I was really happy with that. She also got me some bath bombs. Ta-da! A box of bath bombs. And when I was super hungover yesterday, I was really thankful of this scarf. When I'm feeling under the weather and just a bit like, ugh, sorry for myself, I love to wear a scarf inside. My family thinks I'm crazy, so I would really like to know if anybody else does this. But it's such a comfort. It's like a blanket for your head. I love it. So I had a little nap wearing this yesterday afternoon. Thanks, Mum. We're almost at the end. My brother bought me some glasses. I wish I'd kept the box so I could tell you where these glasses had come from, but I didn't. These glasses, I suppose they're gin glasses. Little swirly pretty glasses. Emma really surprised me. She bought me something I have wanted for the longest time. It's one of those things that there's no real reason that I haven't bought it for myself, but I think it was just, and I mean, you know, if you know me at all, you know that I am completely down for non-essential spending and splurges, but it just kind of fell into this extra category of you don't need this thing. And they are Ugg slippers. I've always wanted Ugg slippers. I've bought Ugg slippers for other people, but I've never bought my own pair. And last year I was like, oh, am I finally going to take the plunge? We're in lockdown. My feet have suddenly become cold all the time. And so I was mega surprised and really, really excited when I opened these. So seriously, thank you, Emma. All of my bougie, I mean, I say bougie loungewear, look at me. I'm like, sweatpants, but I've got my Ugg slippers, so I feel a little bit more luxe. And I know this goes up on Sunday, but on Saturday, so last night, we will have done a Zoom call with Emma and Chris. Lee and I, we're gonna have like snacks and nibbles, and we're supposed to be having drinks, but honest to God, right now, I can't even imagine wanting to ever drink anything ever again. So we'll see how that goes. But she also sent us a board game. I suppose it's still called a board game, so that we can play it together. And it's this 5-second rule. We played Scrabble with the kids last night when I was feeling less delicate. We had, oh, it makes noises. It's not going to make the noise now. I swear it just made like a, you know those things that you used to turn upside down? It's go, it makes that kind of noise. I haven't even opened the box. We played Scrabble last night with the kids, and I wanted to play this, and I looked at the general idea of the thing, and I thought, no. Milo gets so stressy and like high pressure, and his voice gets very high, and he's very like, it's not there, it's not there. I thought, no, there's no way Milo's going to be able to play this game, but I'm excited to play it with Chris and Emma on Saturday, yesterday. And then, I don't want you to get too jealous of this, but I did also buy something for myself on my birthday, and that was a rail atlas. Came to the conclusion on Wednesday, actually can't do my job without this. Probably need to buy myself a rail atlas. Came on my birthday, very exciting times. Went down to the Amazon delivery man, looking very worse for wear. Took receipt of my rail atlas, and yeah. It's not exciting, but it is going to be useful. And that is everything that I got for my birthday. Like I say, I don't do presents with many people, so I never really feel like this is going to be all that interesting to watch, but I don't know, it feels quite old schooly, and I thought I would share. I obviously got some real highlights. I got some very practical gifts that will be very, very useful, and I'm just happy with everything that I received. I'm very, very grateful. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Wednesdays and Fridays, every single week will be the same kind of videos. Wednesdays are reviews, wear and compare. This week I've got a wear and compare of the Dual Lip Maximizer and the Maybelline Lip Lift Gloss, which I know some of you are waiting for. And it's quite in-depth, way more comprehensive a review than it needed to be. Lots of up-close shots, lots of talking about texture. And I did some day test stuff on that as well. And then on Friday, we'll be back with another faves and fails. And already I can feel some good ones brewing. So yeah, look out for those. And I'll be back on Sunday with another completely random video. See you then. Bye.